はい、マッデンNFL22 フランチャイズモード、ニューヨークジェッツでやっております。今回は、プレーオフ、ディビジョナルプレーオフですね。で、相手はテネシータイタンズになります。初戦のプレーオフワイルドカード、ニューイングランドペイトリオッツとやりまして、28対17ということで勝っていまして、プレーオフの2試合目になります。プレーオフピクチャーを見てみると、AFC の方は、チーフスとコルツがもう1試合ですね。で、この試合、タイタンズとジェッツということになります。NFC の方は、バッカニアーズ、シーホークス、パッカーズ、ジャイアンツという組み合わせになっております。はい、ということで試合に行きたいと思います。ゲームレベルはオールマッテンでやっておりまして、ゲームスタイルシミュレーションでやっております。あと、スライダー調整は、少しやっております。で、1クォーターが15分で、プレー開始の残り秒数10秒からの設定をしております。はい、ということで今、タイタンズ相手なんですけども、ウィーク8が終わって、デレク・ヘンリーが、実際の NFL ではデレク・ヘンリーが怪我をして、手術をするっていうのをちらっと情報で、聞きましたね。で、今シーズン、早くても、プレーオフに戻ってこれるかどうかっていうことみたいで、非常にタイタンズ、すごい大ダメージですね、タイタンズにとっては。ヘンリーが1点の中タイタンズっていうイメージがありますので、実際の NFL で実際レシーバー陣はフリオ・ジョーンズ、AJ グリーンと言いますけども、やっぱりヘンリーが減るとそっちの方に今度比重がかかってくると思うので、なかなか今後の実際の NFL の戦いは厳しい戦いになってくるんじゃないかなと思いますけどね。
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got a band together.
今待ってでは、ヘンリーいますので、ヘンリー、フリオ・ジョーンズ、AJ グリーンというメンバーいますので、かなり、強敵になります。で、レギュラーシーズンで一度対戦をしているんですけども、その時は一応勝ってますね。はい、それでは試合開始です。
In the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here comes the Tennessee offense, and you see Ryan Tannehill leading them out.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild
card round. クォーターバックはライアン・テネヒルですね。
And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular, but in the playoffs, you'll take solid, and that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Evans.
He'll
be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
On first down, Tannehill. There's Evans
again.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out. Finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now it's Tannehill. Evans
あ
has
ー、エ
it
バン
left
ス、またエバンス
side.
ですね。
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like
ヘンリー寄
that.
ってこないです
They
ね。
don't just
もし
like
かした
it,
ら。
they love it because
あ、
now
やばいやばい。あー、いきなり。
And he will score.
ヘン
Touchdown.
リーじゃないといきなり
A
や
great
られました
effort
ね。
there.
タックルミスやられてましたね、
29
今。
yards. And the Titans are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
タイタンズの
The
先
kickoff
制です
unit
ね。
is out on the field, and they will
ま
send
た
this
タックル
one
ミスがあり
away.
ましたね。
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. So now here comes the Jet
ク
offense
ォー
as
ター
they
バ
get
ッ
ready
ク
to
が、
take
ザ
over.
ック・ウィル
They're
ソン
led
です
by the
ね。ザッ
number
ク・ウィル
2
ソンも
overall pick in April's
実戦の
draft
NFL では
from
ちょっと怪我をしてし
BYU,
ま
the
っ
rookie
て、で
Zach Wilson.
さらに、マイク・ホワイトが、前の週活躍したんですけども、マイク・ホワイトもまた怪我をしてしまったという状況でしたよね。
Got a little careless last week. A few got
あ
away
これ
from
が
it.
日本ビザなんでしょう
Might
ね。
not be so fortunate this time around. And if that's the case, they'll end up going home. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now a
tight
toss
end
left
を
side
クロス
into
で
the
すね。
hands of his tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great
ここは
communication.
1ヤー
And
ド、
as
ファ
he
ーストダウ
traveled
ン取りました
across
ね。
each zone,
マイケル・カーター
you
です
see
ね
him。pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Play action. It's Wilson. Now that'll
あ
be
ーあ
tipped
イン
and
ターセプト
intercepted.
あ
Picked by Kevin Byard. Shoves him
ーう
aside.
わーこれは
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the
今
year
キャ
he's
ッチ
having,
ミスですか
a lot
ね。
easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate
ヘン
this
リ
from
ー
your
は出
head
てこないで
coach.
す
He's
ね。
not afraid to trust his
怪我
guys to
し
do
た
the
の
right
か。
thing. And as a player, that means an awful lot.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the
それで
1.
もランが
Calling a
強いで
gain
す
of a
ね。
couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. And again, they'll go right
あ、
back to
よく
the
抑えましたね。
fullback. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It's a loss of a full
なんとか
3
フィールドゴール
yards,
で
and it brings up 4th down.
済んだなというところですね。
And his kick here is good. And that will make it
ということでいきなり
10-0 here in the
10点
first.
先制です
They
ね。
got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't
It
it?
certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Zach Wilson and the Jet offense set to take over here. And now let's see how the young rookie bounces back. First drive and interception. How will he handle it?
And I think this is where your leaders step up for you, right? Your veteran guys put a big arm around him. All right, guy, had one. Let's get out there. Let's roll. I'm also eager to see what the offensive coordinator is going to do. How much
そ
confidence
れぞ
does
れ
he
ネット
have
カー
in
ブ
him?
を
Does
シー
he
ホー
go
クスから
safe
獲
now?
得してる
Or
ん
does
で
he
すね。
continue to run
で、
the full
今、
game
ジェミソン・クラウダーがいないんですよね。
2nd and 10 now. Wilson.
あ、イライジャムは、抜けましたね、イライジャムは。足が速い。タッチダウンですね。来ました。い
Touchdown, New York.
や、イライジャムは本当にスピード、クイックなやつがあって、
And the Jets get the quick strike
マ
touchdown.
ッテンで かなり活躍してくれてますね。
Especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking
スピードがある
assignments,
と、
misdirections and stuff, they have these precise
選
arrows
手を
and
引き離してく
movements.
れるので、
Sometimes the best
本
play
当
is
に
just come from the
プレーしや
schoolyard
すい
where
で
you
す
look at your
ね。
fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big
これ
man.
で
And
3
if
点
you're
差で
wondering
す
how
ね。
fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
一応すぐに、
The
タ
Titans offense now, they
ッ
get
チダウン
ready
で
to
返
do
せたの
battle
で、ま
again
だ
here. Their
まだ
drive last time it
勝
stalled
負でき
out.
る
They
か
were
な。
forced to take the
ちょっ
short
と
field
が
goal.
出てこないの
Key
で、
phrase, you
こ
nailed it.
こはちょっとやっぱ
Forced
抑え
to,
たいです
because
ね。
you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Going deep to
ああ、空いてる。
Eifert. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Give him 32 on the play.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback. And he put it right where it needed to be.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first
まだ
down.
食べられないで
They
すね。
definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Play action. It's Tannehill. He's got it over the middle to Jeff Swain. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
あ、これはフォルスタートですね。
And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Tannehill.
ここはインコンプリートになりましたね。3rdダウン
You know
で
you don't want to make a mistake in that area,
11
so
チャ
you
ー
make
です
sure you make a
ね。
smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Tannehill now to throw. Reynolds with a catch
ここは
on
抑え
the
ました
right
ね。
side.
ここもなん
And
と
it
か
looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5
フィール
here
ド
as
ゴール
he's
で、
out at the 6.
まあ、免
They
れた
wind
な
up
という
with
ところで
6
す
on the
ね。
hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their
こ
lead.
の試合
That's
は
exactly what you're looking
なん
to
か
do.
打ち合いになる可能性があります
That way, if your
ね。
drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it, and they do so right there.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. New York's offense back out there and set to go. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman.
テビン・コールマンで
He's
す
going to
ね。
be dropped
7
following
ヤー
a
ドのゲイ
pickup
で
of
すね。
7 past the 30 to the 32. Working with a 2nd and 3. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. This defense for the Titans, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course.
とりあえずファーストなんですね。相手にプロストへのパ
He
ス。
is going to have a Jets first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well,
Oh,
normally,
my
you'd have to say
goodness.
yes, but I do think
Yeah,
that
right,
the way
yeah.
things went last week, how he played the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning, and now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only two rookies doing 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
これで、第1クォーターが終了ですね。13対7。点差はワンポゼッション差ですけど、ちょっとタイタンズのがなんとなく、押してるかなという感じですね、感覚的には。これは多分オフェンスのホールディングですね。イリーガルブロック。イリーガルブロックのまだ良かったですね。
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They go play action now. Wilson. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Elijah Moore, the intended receiver. Bring up 2nd down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Back to the ground with Carter. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
うわー、2つ目痛い。いやー、やっちゃいましたね。なんとか当たったらやってくるかなという期待をしちゃったので、もうちょっと確かにカバーはちっちゃかったんですよね。いやー、今ちょっと判断ミスですね、完全に。
It's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. On 2nd and 9, Tannehill.
ここはサック。ナイスサックですね。よりですね。ワシントンからトレードで獲得しましたね。
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And to the 42-yard line here and
あ、
brought
ここ
down
は
there.
なんとか
14 yards, but they're still
パン
well
トされ
shy
ま
of
し
a
た
first as
ね。
that leads to fourth down. On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football
ディフェン
away.
スが頑張ってくれました。
And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9
こ
on
れ
the
また、
return.
攻撃
And the
ですね。
Jets will take over first and 10.
いやー、センターセットくれましたね。ちょっと痛いな、これは。
They'll start on the ground, Carter. And he'll maneuver his way
Carter
forward for about 4.
4
Second and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
There's Wilson.
あ
Throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time to have a powerful
あ、
arm
完
isn't the
全
number
に
one thing
空い
they
てま
look
した
for
け
in a
ど、ウ
quarterback.
ィルソン
When
が
you're trying to throw inside routes and you
スロ
need
ーイ
to
ン
put
し
some
ま
heat
した
on it,
ね。
it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense set to go again. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put
あ、こ
people
こはナイ
away.
スカバーで
They
した
want to
ね。
run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill.
あ、ここもせましたね。ナイスカバーですね。
And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the
フリーセー
25.
フティーの
One
多くてね。
hallmark of good defenses is
あ、違うな。
understanding the game,
デイ
understanding
ビスですね。
positioning,
あ、シティン
and
デイビスですね。
tackling
どうしても。
immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. A throw to the
Michael
flat for
Carter
Carter.
です
And
ね。
he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Man, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your
あ、ここ
progressions,
は
you're either throwing the
突破してました
touchdown
ね。
or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now you got to the check down, a nice safe throw
うん、
and
サ
a
ー
good
ダウン
one.
5。
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Wilson.
ああ、ここも
And that is
プレッシャー受け
incomplete.
ましたね、今。
Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the
Yeah,
OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling.
なんか、
Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that
ディ
have
フェ
been
ンスがか
called.
なり頑張ってますけどね、ちょっとオフェ
And
ン
the
スがうま
kicks
く前
away
に
as
進
he
まないで
angles
す
this
ね。
one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7, leaves it with a 2nd and 3.
結構ディフェンスが案外と強いですね。
Now a carry here for
あ
their
ここはナイスタックルですね。シャックローソン
keep
です
those
ね。
big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. He's going to let this one go deep. Got him now. It's caught inside the 10. And it's a Titans touchdown. He's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there. He showed it off on that one. Slide for the extra point.
いやー、これは痛い。
And the lead is now 13. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Wilson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, you make sure the other guy's going to catch it. Was sitting in the 3rd row.
A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not 1 bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Johnson to return it. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really...
Wilson it's loose. It's out, fumble. But I think Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Wilson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here comes Ryan Tannehill now, leading his offense back out there. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of it. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. Now Tannehill looking downfield for Jones, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And he wants Reynolds way downfield. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Titans. Josh Reynolds in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. The return man, Ty Johnson.
2本ありましたからね、それが。
So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, this is the second of 4 games this weekend as we narrow the field down to the 4 teams who will meet in the league championship games next Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment.
ということで、前半終了ですね。27対7ということで、20点差つきましたね。ちょっと相手のディフェンスがかなり、特にディフェンスラインのプレッシャーがちょっときついですね。
On now to a look at the next gen stats in that first half for the Jets, and they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally
ちょっ
all
と
the
強いね。
way
ザック・
back.
ウィルソンのパスの精度もちょ
Meanwhile,
っ
for
と
the
良くないです
Titans, we
ね。
check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. Final adjustments are underway in the locker rooms. Which of these two teams will survive and advance to next weekend's AFC Championship game? To find out, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as
はい、ということで前半終了になります。